Today we're diving into the brilliant and irreverent world of Oscar Wilde, where humor meets sharp insight. In this video, you'll discover a hand-picked collection of his most memorable one-liners and clever quips, quotes that have charmed, challenged, and amused audiences for generations. Whether you're here for a quick laugh or to appreciate the genius behind his words, get ready for a delightful blend of satire, irony, and timeless humor. Let's dive in. Her gentleman is one who never hurts anyone's feelings unintentionally. Life is never fair, and perhaps it is a good thing for most of us that it is not. The old believe everything, the middle-aged suspect everything, the young know everything. I have no objection to anyone's sex life, as long as they don't practice it in the street and frighten the horses. Love is like a war, easy to start but hard to end, and you never know where it might take you. Democracy means simply the bludgeoning of the people by the people for the people. The best people to work for are me, myself, and I. When a love comes to an end, weaklings cry, efficient ones instantly find another love, and the wise already have one in reserve. When I was young, I thought that money was the most important thing in life. Now that I am old, I know that it is. A man's face is his autobiography. A woman's face is her work of fiction. I refuse to have a battle of wits with an unarmed man. I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I am saying. Let me be surrounded by luxury. I can do without the necessities. Bigamy is having one wife too many. Monogamy is the same. I don't at all like knowing what people say of me behind my back. It makes me far too conceited. Fashion is a form of ugliness so intolerable that we have to alter it every 6 months. Hear no evil, speak no evil, and you won't be invited to cocktail parties. The only way to get rid of temptation is to yield to it. Woman begins by resisting a man's advances and ends by blocking his retreat. Between men and women, there is no friendship possible. There is passion, enmity, worship, love, but no friendship. The only way a woman can ever reform a man is by boring him so completely that he loses all possible interest in life. Be yourself. Everyone else is taken. To get back my youth, I would do anything in the world, except take exercise, get up early, or be respectable. The best way to enjoy your job is to imagine yourself without one. Conformity is the last refuge of the unimaginative. A mask tells us more than a face. A man can be happy with any woman as long as he does not love her. Anyone can sympathize with the sufferings of a friend, but it requires a very fine nature to sympathize with a friend's success. Don't give a woman advice. One should never give a woman anything she can't wear in the evening. One should always be in love. That is the reason one should never marry. Marriage is a long, dull meal with dessert served at the beginning. Life is one fool thing after another, whereas love is 2 fool things after each other. The world was my oyster, but I used the wrong fork. Men as a rule love with their eyes, women with their ears. I love to talk about nothing. It's the only thing I know anything about. If you cannot prove a man wrong, don't panic. You can always call him names. Nature, a place where birds fly around uncooked. Some things are too important to be taken seriously. History is a lie commonly agreed upon. Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell you the truth. Patriotism is the virtue of the vicious. Always borrow money from a pessimist. He won't expect it back. A man who does not think for himself does not think at all. To have become a deeper man is the privilege of those who have suffered. In this world, there are only two tragedies. One is not getting what one wants, and the other is getting it. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. They've promised that dreams can come true, but forgot to mention that nightmares are dreams too. I don't want to go to heaven. None of my friends are there. Quotation is a serviceable substitute for wit. Men marry because they are tired. Women because they are curious. Both are disappointed. If you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh. Otherwise, they'll kill you. Children start out loving their parents, but as they grow older and discover their parents are human, they become judgmental. Everybody who is incapable of learning has taken to teaching. Cats are put on earth to remind us that not everything has a purpose. Always forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them so much. Marriage is the triumph of imagination over intelligence. Second marriage is the triumph of hope over experience. Looking good and dressing well is a necessity. Having a purpose in life is not. With age comes wisdom, but sometimes age comes alone. When bankers get together, they talk about art. When artists get together, they talk about money. How can a woman be expected to be happy with a man who insists on treating her as if she were a perfectly normal human being? An excellent man. He has no enemies, and none of his friends like him. Women are made to be loved, not understood. Crying is for plain women. Pretty women go shopping. I beg your pardon, I didn't recognize you. I've changed a lot. An optimist will tell you the glass is half full, the pessimist half empty, and the engineer will tell you the glass is twice the size it needs to be. Her pessimist is somebody who complains about the noise when opportunity knocks. Don't be discouraged if your children reject your advice. Years later, they will offer it to their own offspring. Between the optimist and the pessimist, the difference is droll. The optimist sees the donut, the pessimist the whole. I never put off till tomorrow what I can do the day after. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. People who count their chickens before they are hatched act very wisely because chickens run about so absurdly that it's impossible to count them accurately. Be moderate in all things, including moderation. A writer is someone who has taught his mind to misbehave. The only thing I cannot resist is temptation. The man who says his wife can't take a joke forgets that she took him. When both a speaker and an audience are confused, the speech is profound. Love is a misunderstanding between two fools. Experience is simply the name we give our mistakes. Nowadays, saying what you really think can be a serious error since one risks being misunderstood. It's not whether you win or lose, it's how you place the blame. Some cause happiness wherever they go, others whenever they go. Oscar Wilde, 1854-1900, was a renowned Irish playwright, novelist, poet, and critic whose dazzling wit and flamboyant style made him one of the most celebrated literary figures of the late 19th century. As a leading voice of the aesthetic movement, Wilde captivated audiences with his razor-sharp humor and incisive social commentary. His masterpieces, including The Importance of Being Earnest and The Picture of Dorian Gray, continue to be admired for their clever satire and enduring appeal. Despite his significant artistic achievements, Wilde's life was marred by scandal and legal battles, which led to his imprisonment and an early demise. Today, his legacy lives on through his timeless quotes and works, inspiring countless readers and theatergoers with his unique perspective on art, love, and society. That's all, folks. We hope you had as much fun watching as we did making it. If you enjoyed what you saw, give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content and support our channel's growth. Stay curious, keep smiling, and enjoy life.